Hey, welcome to the TMZ Afternoon Edition podcast. I have,
We're singing today.
I am so happy about this because I love singing in here. I love singing. And now we have someone that also likes to sing.
Liv, can you hit a note?
Let's see if we can match harmonies. Give me something.
Well, we need a line. We need a line.
TMZ.
Wait, okay. Right, okay. We hit the harmony. All right.
You know, I should have farted in the middle of that because that'll set us up for the story we're going to talk about today with Chuck Schumer.
The Fartgate.
Fartgate.
Well,
Fartgate continues. We are going to talk about that, but you may have not clicked on that on this video for Chuck Schumer farting, which we will talk about, and among other things. But the FCC, we're going to talk about The View. Do you watch The View, Aiden?
When my mom would send me home sick from school, but that's the only time I've ever seen The View. And when Whoopi is calling them out.
I didn't know it was still on.
I don't think it was. I think it was the reruns from the morning.
Yeah,
that was the only time I've seen it. But what is the gist with The View?
So the FCC, which is the authority, the police of TV, they are reportedly going to be cracking down on The View, and that they're currently preparing to do so. The Federal Communications Commission is reportedly preparing to rule that ABC's The View is not a, quote, bona fide news program, according to Bloomberg. If that ruling is issued, the show would reportedly be required to provide equal airtime to political candidates from both major parties. So they were operating under an exception that allowed it greater editorial flexibility, but to be classified, I guess, as a bona fide, quote, news program, I didn't even know this. That you have to have equal amount of political sides on.
So it has to be nonpartisan.
Nonpartisan. But we have channels like Fox News,
yeah,
who are clearly partisan. CNN,
yeah,
MSNBC.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, maybe if you look at the grand scheme of things on those shows, you might find that they actually do interview both sides. Because I've seen Fox News have many, many Democrats on before as well.
Yeah, but my thing is, The View, isn't it mostly entertainment?
I thought it was too, like a talk show, like Ellen.
Yeah, so I'm why were they even operating under that kind of news program if they just focus on entertainment? Were they having presidential candidates and political figures on the show?
They recently had JD Vance on.
They did.
Did you see that?
I did see that. I saw clips of it. That was a random saga.
Very
I thought it was a
random.
fever dream.
I mean, it was kind of cool. Okay, they're going to actually interview someone that they completely disagree with.
Yeah.
So you're able to see them directly take on someone like JD Vance,
Yeah.
which, but we do have a part of the story here. The show frequently features more liberal than conservative political guests. Then, like I said, they interviewed JD Vance. So Bloomberg also reports that the FCC plans to escalate its separate investigation into Disney's television broadcast licenses in the coming days. And according to the report, Disney intends to challenge any ruling that it believes interferes with ABC's editorial independence. So it looks like it's going to be a battle of, like what you just said.
Yeah.
Is it an entertainment show or is it a news show? I never saw it as a news show, and I'm sure none of you did either.
No, I've never even thought about tuning into The View and saying. I always think about Whoopi Goldberg calling them out,
exactly,
calling out the reality stars,
like a panel, like halftime show on NBA. With Shaq.
I couldn't tell you.
Or Charles Barkley.
I don't know who those divas are.
Oh, you know who Shaq is? Shaquille O'Neal.
You know how I remember him mostly, from in the top of my head, is when he did that basketball thing with Harvey.
Yeah.
He dunked Harvey basically. It's the only reason the first memory that comes to my mind about Shaq.
That is classic.
It is.
But the big overall question here is the FCC coming after a show like The View. Who doesn't like The View? Can you guess? Take a guess.
None other than Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
So we've seen shows like Stephen Colbert go off the air, and there was some speculation that because of the Paramount merger and Skydance, that there was a crackdown and they sweetened the deal, allegedly, saying, we'll get rid of Stephen, we'll take care of that Stephen problem. And the CEO of Skydance is a long-time supporter of Trump or has ties to Trump. So them going after Disney, the FCC, which is a government agency, federal, It's like, you can have your opinions on whatever side you want, but when it comes to entertainment, it's just entertainment.
That's what it comes to at the end.
That's what it comes to.
And if we don't have the freedom of entertainment, it's like, what do we even have at this point? Because that's the whole thing. Because we lost Jimmy Fallon for like a cute minute in life, Jimmy Kimmel. So then it was like, and then he came back, and that was because I don't think Donald Trump's a big fan of Jimmy Kimmel. So
I love Jimmy Kimmel. I think he's funny. I've always thought, I don't care what people believe, I think Jimmy Kimmel is just funny, regardless of what side you're on.
Do you like when he has the guest host? This is so random, but he always has a little guest host on. It was my favorite. He had RuPaul, and he was getting and RuPaul was dragging all the guests, and then Jimmy Kimmel came back. It was like he was cleaning up the mess after RuPaul.
That's right. That was like a few months ago.
No, that was like a year.
A year ago.
Years
Gosh,
ago.
time flies. Yeah, no, I love when guests. They had Jelly Roll one time.
Oh,
as a guest host, and then they actually, and I remember that because I'm a wrestling fan. And they had a couple wrestlers come and like slam Jelly Roll through the table.
Oh, I love
or no, Jelly Roll slammed Logan Paul into the table at Jimmy Kimmel. I think that we have to protect late night TV, daytime TV. I've always been a fan of like Ellen DeGeneres show. And of course they're going to get political.
Yeah.
Of course they are. But that's because the most talked about thing in the world is those things.
100%.
And so to clown on them is only going to be step one.
Yeah. And also art in general is political, I would like argue, because they have musicians on there. They have actors on there. You can't, it's like people can argue that like those forms of creativity and just those forms of just outlets of creativity is political in its own sense. So you can't have these people on and expect politics to not even be involved at all.
Politics is literally, there's so much material that you couldn't not tap it.
Yeah.
I mean, Donald Trump gives us so much material every
God.
day. The story we're about to talk about, this is an SNL skit in real life right here. So let's move on to, let's get right into it. Are you ready to move on from The View? Any last words on that?
Whoopi Goldberg, I'm behind you, girl. That's all I was saying.
I wonder if they'll address it.
I don't think they. I hope so.
Risky, I think.
I think it'd be risky, but Jimmy Kimmel, he went out. He didn't really care.
Yeah, he does. He definitely doesn't. He's like on his like outward tour right now, and he has no cares in the world. All right, let's move on to Fartgate.
Fartgate.
So Chuck Schumer. We actually don't have the notes, so I'm looking for nothing.
I'm like,
it's easy.
It's on top of my head.
Don't worry, it's real easy. So Chuck Schumer was, Senator Chuck Schumer was at a hearing, and he was a congressional hearing, and he was speaking. The details aren't important, okay?
Yeah.
Let's just play the video for you and tell us what you hear.
And we need a complete investigation that's independent. Now on Iran and the NDAA. When all the Trump administration, complete investigation that's independent. Now on Iran and the NDAA.
Right there. Did you hear it?
I did, but I also thought it was the raspiness of his voice.
Right. I thought
he was giving us that. Yes.
Right. So if you didn't quite hear it,
God.
you could scroll back in your car a little bit, turn up the bass on your car, go to the audio settings, turn up the bass, and you'll really feel that rumble in your seats. But there is a low register of like maybe I can do it on my microphone, kind of like
like a subwoofer.
Right, like a subwoofer. Exactly, but it was coming out of his nether butthole.
Allegedly.
Yes, right. It sounds like he needs TP for his bunghole.
Very much.
So Chuck Schumer, this went everywhere. What do we do here at TMZ? We're in DC.
Mm-hmm.
So Jacob Wasserman out in DC, he asked him just that.
Did you fart yesterday on the Senate floor?
Thanks, everybody. Let's get back up on the sideline.
And now he looks more guilty.
He looks way more guilty.
Looks more guilty.
And it's funny because you could see one of the other reporters or whoever that is like smiling after he asks. I saw so many edits after this went online of people edited a fart into it to where Jacob asks and then he responds with a louder one and it's longer.
Oh my God.
So, okay, wait, Tony, what is this video? Tim who? Tim Burchett. We asked him what he thought about Fartgate, and he told us this.
Chuck Schumer kind of passed gas. It sounded like he passed gas when he was up there.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I think he'd just been to Taco Bell.
I love this Taco Bell.
The Taco Bell thing is big because everyone wants the just hamper on Taco Bell. But Taco Bell's good, and they've had a pretty good track record for a very long time.
It has. And also, I would never even think it was a parasite. I have had nasty interactions with Taco Bell. And it's just, yes, the Crunchwrap Supremes, I did get it recently, and it was just like empty. Like it wasn't that full.
Oh, because of this?
I think so.
So my favorite item at Taco Bell is the chicken quesadilla. I think it's the most goated item there.
Oh.
Ridiculously tasty.
Are you sure?
They actually have new items as of today. I keep up on the items every day.
They have a new drop.
I get the alerts on the app, and there are 2 new items. It is a steak burrito, and it's only $3, people.
Oh.
Normally probably like $7 or something like that. A $3 steak burrito.
Oh, we need to normalize these parasites. That's only because of the parasite.
Parasites can be good. You know, like they clean you out. They go throughout your system. They get all that extra stuff out.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
people are that stomach.
People are paying for Ozempic. This is free.
Exactly.
Shoot, I'd be eating like cloves of lettuce if I wanted to get on Ozempic.
Right.
1,000%.
It's like eating a tapeworm.
Oh,
cleans you out.
One can wish. Oh my God.
So we're not done yet. Okay, so Fartgate did not start in July of 2026, my friend.
Oh God.
No. This goes back years, so much so that even Howard Stern investigated it because these 2 claimed that they did not fart. But I'm going to play this for you, and you can tell me what you think. Go for it.
The evidence is uncontradicted that the president used taxpayer dollars to ask the Ukrainians to help him cheat an election. And the complaint that I've heard from...
Oh.
Just run it again. And Tony, don't count me down. I want them to hear the rumble here.
The evidence is uncontradicted that the president used taxpayer dollars to ask the Ukrainians to help him cheat an election. And the complaint that I've heard from...
It was the way that he had to like levitate up from his seat. It was that impactful.
So, like I said, these 2 claimed that they did not fart. This was so big that it was on Stephen Colbert's show back then. Howard Stern made a whole thing about it. And they were like doing things like, was it a mug, or like things like moving around on a desk, or a piece of camera equipment. But I think it comes to a point where if you're at the age where you're passing gas uncontrollably while standing up giving a speech, maybe it's time to think about just, maybe retiring.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I started dipping into that 401k because it's time at that point, especially if it's just the topics they're talking about are so important, and then you just hear this nasty subwoofer fart. It's like it takes away from the context of what they're talking about.
I saw a picture, an AI photo, Marco Rubio sitting next to Chuck Schumer, and he had a gas mask on to get through the next hearing.
Branson, what is your timeline like? I need you to that would be a good, I need to see what your Instagram, your Twitter timeline. Yes.
It's so weird because I in no way support this guy whatsoever, but my ex algorithm is like littered with Andrew Tate videos.
What?
But I don't agree with Andrew Tate at all, but like he's littered all over my profile because he says so many like really crazy things that my whole algorithm is just like insane stuff.
Yeah.
Things that are just off the cuff. So maybe you don't want to look at my my X algorithm, but it is pretty interesting.
You would see Love Island, you'd see like a random...
This is what yours is?
Yeah, it would be Love Island, you see a random like bird saves kid from burning building because of all the stories that define for social. It's a whiplash. It's a whiplash.
Well, we're at 14 minutes here, so I'm gonna have to skip over Taylor Frankie Paul right now. You can go on our website and read that entire story. The Mormon Wives cast has unfollowed her,
which is tea.
It's not good.
It's not good.
Great. I did want to quickly mention before we get into our final story. So Kris Jenner's mother has passed away, Kim Kardashian's grandma, and I just want to give out the quote that Kim had posted. She described her grandmother as my sweet grandma MJ, Mary Jo MJ Campbell, my best friend, my gossip buddy, my forever twin. In her tribute, Kim wrote, "You taught all of us the importance of family, and those values are something we'll carry with us forever. You were the woman who showed me what it meant to be a hardworking businesswoman." I just want to say, people think like celebrities are exempt from feelings and being sad and everything. This is really sad. This is someone that she grew up with.
And she was a pioneer, Miss MJ. She really birthed like an entire empire, if you think about it. Like she was the beginning of the entire Jenner, full entire, just their whole like empire that they have right now. It's
91 years old. So just feeling for their family. Hope that they can get through this. And I'm sure it's not easy for anybody. And Chris is so nice.
Yeah.
You know, so
I will always remember MJ on the Keeping Up with the Kardashians show when she took the edibles with what do you call it, with Chris. It was the most iconic episode from the show. They took edibles together, and it was so funny because they were living. So
really, and
yeah.
so it had a good effect on them then.
It did.
Some people it doesn't.
Yeah, she had a good time.
All right, moving on to our final story here: the Blue Angels. Do we have the video of this? We can't play the video. They said no.
Oh,
copyright, man.
Copyright, but this video is so insane.
So if you didn't see, the Blue Angels were doing a demonstration. They were flying over the Pensacola Beach in Florida. This was during the air show week out there. And at one point, it got dangerous because one of the Blue Angels flew over the beach way too low, like banked low under. And this is what the Navy said, that they went below the standard protocol and went wham across the sand. And it took a couple seconds, but once it goes over, they're like, oh my gosh. And then the sand flies up in the air, the tents fly over, chairs tumble, there's a rumble, it's loud.
Very much the fart gate.
It was
giving fart gate.
It was like Chuck Schumer got in the sky and rode by.
You gotta take an intermission.
Mm-hmm, exactly. So let me say this. Pete Hegseth, of course, had to say something about it, saying that the flyovers will continue until morale improves, bringing politics into it. But they're now investigating this to see if this was a real danger to the ground below, which, I mean, if you watch the video,
it's bad.
It looks like it. There was a false report, I can admit, that it was a woman pilot named Amanda Lee, but I'm here to debunk that.
Okay.
She had stopped flying a couple years ago in the Blue Angel. She was actually the first woman Blue Angel to ever fly.
All right, Branson's for the women.
And, well, if you watch the TV show tonight, you might be like, oh, like, what's wrong with you? But you can't just get mad at me. Harvey also doubled down and said they would never let a woman fly one of these things. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wow, that was way worse than what I just said. So
I wouldn't even let him fly a drone around me.
You'd what?
I would never let Harvey Levin even fly a drone around me.
Not a chance. You'll hear it tonight, but he said he can't even walk in the ocean without stepping on jellyfish and getting stung.
Oh my God. I remember this story. I felt so bad for him.
Yeah. He has a lot of stories, man.
He always goes through it.
Lives, you know.
He walked into that glass door in that shower glass door.
He did?
Yes. It was like a whole thing on live. He was like, my head hurts today. And I was like,
wait, today he said this?
No, this is like a couple months ago.
Oh,
he was like,
my
head
God.
hurts today. And I was like, what happened? He was like, I walked into the shower door. I was like, what are you doing?
He seems like the type to like be so busy with something like on his phone or thinking about something that like the surroundings are not as important anymore.
Yes.
And then just boom.
Gone.
All right. Well, do we have any comments, Tony?
Yes, we do. So Brandon says, hey, Branson and Aiden, you look so handsome today, Aiden.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wait, Brandon's
Brandon's a big
Live.
fan, yes.
Oh, my God. Hey, Brandon.
He continues, the FCC should crack down on Fox News, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting that like they're only going with one thing. And Fox News has never been investigated. So
very much.
100%. Yeah.
I think Lolly is how you say this. The View is not a news show.
No, it's an entertainment show. It's a panel of celebrities who sit and just dish.
Yeah.
Like that's what it is.
Very much.
Yeah. It's a very big dentist office show.
That's oh my God, that's 1,000% where I've seen it.
Yeah.
Always a dentist office.
TMZ is like a bar show.
Oh.
You know? Like I went to a restaurant recently,
Yeah.
I went to Lazy Dog recently and I sat down to eat and TMZ was on right next to me. It was cool.
It was on, honestly, whenever I go to the gym, I keep the lights on in this building because that's all that's playing on my little treadmill.
Oh, you keep the lights on, huh?
Yes. I'm over here paying our bills. It's all that plays in the
and
little
when you
treadmill thing.
leave the treadmill, do you like leave it on repeat so it keeps playing TMZ?
I do.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay.
Listen,
Good stuff.
Gotta get that free promo.
Yeah.
Last comment, Krista says, loved MJ.
Oh, loved MJ.
I never saw her, and I didn't know how old she was. Wow, 91. It's a very up there age.
It is a blessing to
go. You know, they say boomers are the ones that will live the longest, and that the Gen Z, Gen Alpha, are not going to live as long because of what we eat. Like you see what we do.
We eat that Taco Bell.
Like we go to Taco Bell. We eat chemicals like for fun. Like Sonic. I used to go to Sonic every night and get like 4 corn dogs, like in a large cheeseburger and fries and a milkshake, and then go to another establishment later that night and get like an animal fry. So I am done for.
What? That's not bad. I probably did that like last week.
Okay. Well, I'm on no sugar right now, so I'm craving it. That's why I keep going.
Is it giving like keto? Are you in a keto thing?
I'm not keto. No, I'm eating carbs, but I am very low carb, but no sugar, no sweets, no added sugar. Day 50 today.
Day 50?
Day 50.
Come on, Branson. Come on.
Day 50, and I'm, 17 pounds down.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, thank you. You're always
nice.
there. You're very lucky.
Oh,
you're very lucky. I wish I could get there. I
Thank
will
you.
get there. Just give me a chance.
You will. With that big protein bag that you have on your desk.
Our coworker Chris, I couldn't find my protein. Find it on his desk.
Oh,
he
he's
stole it
stealing
from
it?
me. Yeah.
Oh, that's like stealing money. That one you have too is expensive.
$80.
$80.
Mm-hmm. If you ever need some, come by. All good. No worries.
I might siphon some.
Thank you, Aiden, for coming on
thank you for
TMZ
having me
Podcast. It was
on.
really fun. We'll have you back 100%.
It was so fun.
Thank you, guys. Talk to you soon.